Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, dangerous, scary world out there, and here we stand, folks, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob Grams, that's Ladyboh, you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
How are we doing out there, folks? That's right, it's your daily dose of some ProBoh Show madness. How are we doing out there? We've got The Bridge, we've got Chusky, we've got Friday Con, we've got Jarrett. Let's close the doors. I say this every time. Close the doors. Don't let anyone else in. Ladies and gentlemen, well, what can I say? It's been a hell of a week already. It's Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock for our live viewers and listeners. For you guys on Vaughan Radio listening to this, it's currently 8:30 in the morning on this beautiful Wednesday. And for you beautiful, sexy podcast people, you golden gods, you know, I don't know what day it is for you guys. You just hover above us like angels. How are you doing, Ladyboh?
I'm doing well, although technology is not with me today.
Yeah, me neither. My second screen stopped working. Yeah. And your
true.
controls of the... Oh, dudes. You know, I mean, once you get to a certain age, technology is not your friend, folks. Technology is not your friend. You know, I feel like my grandma. I think I need one of those old people phones where the buttons are just really big. You know, I finally got my glasses back. Bit of glasses drama, folks. So number one, Ladyboh accused me of sitting on them to break them. So that's, you know, some fat shaming going on. But whatever. We're not gonna hold it against her. But number two, like, you know, I only realize how bad my eyesight is whenever I don't have my glasses. And these last few days, reading the stream while performing live, both here on this show and on Vaughan Radio's lunchtime show, my God, it's been a challenge, folks. So welcome to the ProBoh studio. It's very nice to see you all here. Let's see what people are saying. Hello, my friends, says Jareon. And Trusky says a special hello to Ladyboh. Hey,
hello.
She's visible now. You can't complain anymore. I love Tuesdays. They are objectively like the others Fridays. Says The Bridge. Really? Tuesdays are not like Fridays. It's like Tuesdays are the red-headed stepchild of the weekday family. You know, Friday is the firstborn with muscular, great job, very intelligent. Tuesday is like the Danny DeVito of the weekday family. Rob, your tie keeps getting tongued. It does indeed. Chusky Trusky, at the feet of the cannon. Yeah, we would translate al pie del cañón as on the front lines. Here we stand, folks, on the front lines. Listo para todos. Para todo. Ready for anything. Animo, lady, tú puedes. Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
She can. Of course she can. So if you're just tuned in to this show for the very first time, let me welcome you to the ProBoh Show. This is a podcast. It also, every now and again, we air an episode on Vaughan Radio, and it's also a live stream for those people who want to join us live. You can find us every day at 8 p.m. Central European Time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 7 p.m. in England?
Yes.
Okay. And 4 in the morning in Australia. We have a very international audience. What can I say, folks? So yeah, and welcome to the show. How does this work? Very simple. It's an interactive show, so there'll be a lot of questions. In the second half, there are a lot of games. Games, you say? What kind of games? Well, let me tell you something, folks. Today I have two delectable, delicious news bits for Complete the News. We're going to go back to school, and we're going to talk about a millionaire. Ooh, no spoilers. Millionaire NFT owner, developer, maker. And in 100 Humans today, we ask about your roommate, compañero de piso, right? You'd say, right, Ladyboh?
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
Vaya nivelazo. I'm on fire today. See that, guys? But yeah, before that, that's in the second half. Before that, we get to an unpopular opinion. How does that work? I'll tell you in a few minutes, right after this. Hang on, Bridge says, yes, Rob, that's because he closed the restaurant on Wednesdays, so we have it off. Oh, so we have it off. Means something. You know what that means, Bridge. You're just trying to make me say double entendres through the radio show. So Tuesdays are your Fridays. Oh, that would be awesome. I would love to have a Friday midweek. There are not enough Fridays in the week, are there? So yeah, did you hear about Netflix, Ladyball? There's some Netflix controversy. And we're not talking about the controversy whereas they may not renew Sandman for another season, which personally stings me because I enjoyed the Sandman show. I'm a big fan of Neil Gaiman. Everything he's written, particularly Sandman, probably my favourite comic book. And I feel bad calling it a comic book. It was a comic book. It was released sequentially. It's not a graphic novel. I feel bad that they may not renew it. Did I tell you why they may not renew it?
No.
Because people
because they didn't binge watch it.
They didn't binge watch it. Dude, give yourself a nivelazo.
I didn't.
You got there. It was close enough. Give yourself a nivelazo. Come on, you can do it.
Nivelazo.
No, not because of that. Well, apparently, I don't know if you've heard of the website reviews.org. Reviews.org. They surveyed 1,000 Americans to kind of have an insight into their viewing patterns of Netflix as a streaming platform. And apparently 1 in 4 users that they spoke to, or that filled in the survey, 1 in 4 of those users are planning on leaving Netflix this year. Netflix are having a bad time, friends. They're no longer number 1 in the streaming platforms. Disney has taken over them now. And it looks like they're about to see a mass exodus of users. They say it could cost, if that many people actually do leave, that would leave a $272 million hole in their budget.
Wow.
Yeah. Around 40% of people said that they will exit Netflix due to recently announced price rise. I mean, can this be attributed to the cost of living crisis? I think yes. Okay. Now, if you're a family and you've got kids, you may love, I don't know, what's a popular Netflix show? You may love Stranger Things, but you're probably not watching it with your kids, your young children. No, they're probably getting the most use out of Disney, right? Disney, again, cornering the market. They hold the biggest properties, Star Wars, Marvel, not to mention their own massive library of movies. But they are certainly cornering the market on what is entertainment, filmed entertainment. What are your thoughts on this, friends, in the chat? Let me see. I'm interested in reading your ideas. I've been enjoying The Circle, says FridayCon. Wow, that came out of nowhere. I didn't expect you to be a Circle fan. Can I tell you something, Con? So do we.
ProBoh approved.
We watch The Circle, much to our shame. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure of ours. Have you seen the one with the Spice Girls in it? I'm sad that I know that information. Number 1, that I know what's happening with the Spice Girls in 2022. And number 2, that I saw them on a reality TV show based on social media. It makes me hate myself a little bit. Not the end, just the start and middle. Okay. Platforms have to evolve as everything, says Chuske. That's the way it goes. Yeah, I don't see Netflix evolving. This is the thing. They did in the beginning. Remember, they really made a bet, a big gamble on quality. For example, House of Cards. All right, we're not going to get into the Kevin Spacey debate because, the man has proven himself to be a bit of a creep. But there is no denying the quality of the show that was House of Cards. It was brilliant. They really bet on names, talent, and producing really high quality content. I feel like now that's not the case. I mean, how do you feel about this, Ladyball?
I don't think it has been the main core of Netflix quality. I think it was quantity.
Yeah, now certainly, but in the beginning, I'm talking about back when House of
maybe
Cards
in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, they've always had debt, financial problems. You know.
Wow, that is so true. Because let's not forget, like, I don't think Netflix has actually reached profitability. Their model of business was to basically just get investors and spend on content. Now, I may be wrong about that. Don't take my word for it. But the last I checked, which to be fair was more than just 1 or 2 years ago, they hadn't reached profitability.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that happened in the interim. Maybe that happened in the last few years. But if it did, if it's true that a quarter of their user base in the United States disappears, well, that will take them a little further from profitability, will it not? I subscribe and unsubscribe quite often, says Chusky. Well, here's the thing. Okay, let's play the streaming platform game. You want quality, Ladybo? Where do you go? Where do you go for quality, guys?
I used to go HBO for quality.
Amen to that.
Now, I don't know if it will be worse. So, I guess Apple TV.
Wow. Ladybo, you are on fire today. Can I get a Ladybo ProBoh approved?
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Ladybo's on fire, guys. Yeah, HBO, the home of quality television and movies. What's happened? Well, they've just been recently acquired by Discovery, and Discovery have been making some. But do you remember Final Space? It was an animated sci-fi cartoon. Basically, they've just cancelled it for a tax write-off. I love Final Space, man. I loved that show. And it was a great quality. The animation was brilliant. The storylines were weird and wacky. Everything you want from a great sci-fi cartoon show. Just been cancelled. Just like that. Bam. Why? Because of tax reasons. Those kind of decisions worry me. You know what I mean? We started hearing about HBO pull shows off of their... and movies off of their streaming service for no good reason. Possibly for more tax reasons, who knows? And they've been acquired by a company. I'm going to be honest, I watch a lot of Discovery shows. You know what I mean? I'm a middle-aged man, dude. Give me my gold mining shows. Give me my shows about crafting knives, dude. I watch more Forge in Fire. I've seen more Forge in Fire than I have my own family this year.
I'm not a middle-aged man, and I love them.
Yeah, I know. But you know me. I'm playing to the lowest common denominator, Ladyball. Let's see. Netflix is okay, but in general, I enjoy HBO better, says Jariam. Hopefully that stays the same, but Ladybug made a great point. Apple TV are producing some of the best shows right now. So I think they are really going for that quality TV market. If you haven't seen Severance, take some time to watch Severance. Great show. And there's another really high quality show that we watched recently, right, Ladybug? I can't remember what it was. Another Apple TV production. I can't remember.
Do I. Yeah, but Severance is the best.
So we're agreed, though, right? We're agreed. We go to we want quality. We go HBO, Apple TV. Where do we go for a family?
Disney.
Okay. If we're into documentaries, well, there's a ton of options out there. You know what I mean? It only takes a little bit of research. I forget the name right now, but even Discovery. Who recently acquired HBO. If they merge those two services as opposed to just getting rid of content, then HBO are a real contender. Or HBO Discovery Max, however they call it. Where is Netflix's niche?
Netflix was doing really good true crimes.
They were, but is true crime enough to keep a company like that afloat?
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Don't get me wrong. I love me some true crime. I do. You know? But I consume most of it in podcast form. Like, it's a fact. And I'm not sure, like, there've been a lot of Netflix hype around the new, Jeffrey Dahmer show.
Yeah.
Love the actor.
Yeah, me too.
But God, I wish I could remember that kid's name because he's so talented. But the show for me is not that good. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's that good at all. I don't think it's very well directed. The pace is odd. That's just I'm not a professional TV critic by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think it's that good.
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, thank you.
Evan.
Thank you, Evan Peters. What a great actor. Great in American Horror Story. Really an amazing kind of freshman performance there in the X-Men movies as Quicksilver. Just a great all-rounder. Great to see him appear in WandaVision for Disney. A great young actor. And I feel like he's been a little bit wasted there in Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's continue. Netflix has good quality. It's their decision on shows to air half the time doesn't hit their demographic. That's a great point. But what is their demographic? You know what I mean? Because it feels to me like what Netflix does is just throw dirt at the wall and see what sticks. And even if it sticks for 2 seasons and then out. Other than Stranger Things, Orange is the New Black. Don't forget, when it started, really high quality programming. It kind of went downhill as most of them do, but when it started, really great quality programming. Other than Orange is the New Black, and the other early shows, and Stranger Things, what shows survived past 2 seasons?
La Casa de Papel.
Casa de Papel. But we're talking about real phenomena, right? Because there are a lot more small and niche programming that you're never going to see a season 3 for. I mean, they've developed this fame of killing shows at season 2.
Yes.
And that's sad. Dude, the OA is probably one of my favourite television properties of all time. Netflix production killed it in season 2, just when it was getting interesting. These are just thoughts, guys. These are just my opinions. And as you well know, I am an idiot. So take them all with a fairly large grain of salt. Let's see what people are saying. Isn't Apple TV expensive? Well, there's the benefit when you push to when you're pushing yourself as a quality broadcaster, right? Like if you're going to get Apple TV and you want those brilliant kind of BAFTA and BAFTA award winning episodes of television, then you're going to pay a little more for it, you know. Like I think, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think what Netflix's big mistake is that their demographic, they could be the cheapest. They could be the cheapest. That could be their niche. You know, pull back on just creating like ad nauseum a ton of stuff that a very small section of your demographic is going to watch. Like actually advertise and promote shows, because that's not something Netflix is very good at. Like Dahmer, they've promoted because they've put a lot of money into it. But we've seen a ton of things, I'm sure you have too, on Netflix that you really enjoyed, that you found because it was just there on the front screen. You know, oh, well, check this out, and you've really loved it. They don't promote their shows. I would pull way back on production, put more money into marketing the things that they already have a little more faith in the creators, and be the cheaper option. And clearly they're not doing that. But that's just my insight. What the hell do I know? A friend of mine has told me you can watch any series online for free, says Jerry. Really? Well, I wouldn't know about that.
Qué cosas.
Netflix tries too hard to hit various demographics rather than pleasing the fans they still have. I will completely agree with that. Rick and Morty is not it's not a Netflix production, even though you watch it on Netflix. It's an Adult Swim production, and it's licensed by Netflix, so it's not a Netflix made thing. Guys, I have enjoyed this chat so much. I love to talk media, but friends, we've got to go to an unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Dudes, oh my gods. Let me tell you something, guys. Unpopular opinion. How does this work? I post an opinion on my social media. I see which way the wind is blowing, and then I talk about it for a while. That's how this works. Today's unpopular opinion. Are you ready for this, guys? Let me just pull it up here on my Twitter homepage. Today's unpopular opinion. Telling children that Santa Claus exists serves no purpose. More than serving no purpose. Hopefully, if my argument goes well today, I'm going to convince you all that it's actually counterproductive. All right? Telling kids that Santa Claus exists serves no purpose. It's silly. It's just silly stuff, friends. Silly stuff. How does this work? I'm going to give you my argument, and then I'm going to post a poll in the chat for our amazing live viewers. They will vote on whether they think I'm right or wrong. First of all, Ladybug, telling children that Santa exists, is that a good thing or a bad thing in your mind?
It is a bad thing.
Really? I'm surprised by that. Why do you think it's a bad thing?
Because it's a lie, basically.
Ooh, you don't want to be telling kids a lie, do you? Okay. What about when your kid's dog dies? Do you say, he went under the wheels of a forklift truck and got flattened to the width of a of a 10-cent piece? Or do you say, we took Spot to the farm? What do you say? It's a question, Ladybug. Genuine question.
Yeah. It's a white lie, no?
Yeah. So when I was doing research for this, one of the main arguments I found was that it's a beautiful lie, right? It's a beautiful lie. What you're doing is you're infusing magic into this child's life. It serves commercial purposes, and says Jareom. Wow, can we get a ProBoh approved?
ProBoh approved.
And it's a bad thing, says Chusky. Agrees. Oh man, you guys are making me want to argue in favor of this. That's what you're doing. Look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some middle ground here. Okay? Look, so there is such a thing as a beautiful lie. When grandma passes away, we don't tell our little ones, she's gone into the void. She no longer exists. You'll never see her again. If you got a 7 or 8 year old kid, you say, no, grandma's in heaven now. She's a beautiful star in the sky. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe it? Go on, let's just be real with each other. You know what I mean? No, Grammy's doing whatever Grammy's doing under the ground. She's not a star in the sky. Very unlikely she's gone up to heaven to do things, to play a harp, or whatever instrument they're playing up there. Bad instrument, by the way, God, if you want some suggestions how you could redesign heaven. You're going to lie to them, right? Why? Because you want them to experience magic. That's what we love about our childhood, isn't it, folks? That magic, that kind of, the feeling that discovery is eternal and that nothing, just before that cynicism of adulthood kicks in, just before you're starting to pay bills and you have to work 8 hours a day, why not give them a few years of happiness, a few years of wonder?
That is true.
That is true.
I remember it as a beautiful etapa.
Yeah, a beautiful period. Yeah. Same with the 3 wise men in Europe, says Chuske. There's no reason to celebrate birthdays, but the tradition helps you look forward to stuff. Okay, that's a great point. Come on. A beautiful lie is when your girlfriend says she loves you and doesn't have a headache. And Friday Con, traditions help connect people. Okay, now I'm gonna fall back into my contrary stance a second. One second. Traditions help people. Come on, dude. Let's you and I be honest with each other a second. Unless you're sat in Scandinavia listening to this show, it's not your tradition. You know what I mean? It's not your tradition. If more than likely you sat in some kind of Christian Catholic country. I hope we've got people from many different religions and backgrounds, but looking at my podcast figures, you're all sat in one of those countries. And we already have a guy, right? Not that I want to do marketing for God or anything, but we already have a guy with a naughty and nice list, and he's not living in the North Pole, right? Apparently. You know my feelings on this. I'm an atheist. I have a lot of respect for people's religions, but we already have a guy for that. So, what's the alternative? Well, we'll get to that. Let's just run through a little bit of what it is to be a kid at Christmas. Because once you pass 7 or 8 years old, I don't know if this is the same for you, but it was certainly the same for me. Your parents pretend Santa exists for you. You cross a boundary, and then you have a few years where you are pretending that Santa Claus exists for your parents. Am I right or am I wrong? It's just like this little circle of weird lies. And I just don't understand it, quite frankly. It serves no real great purpose. You're basically training a kid that, if you want to get presents, you got to be a good boy. Or basically, the only reason to be a good boy is because you're going to get presents. Is that a good lesson to be teaching kids? I think not, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think, certainly, it's worth this so-called magic. Guys, I'm going to be posting a poll in the chat. Your job over the next few minutes is to vote, and for our radio listeners, our podcast listeners, and our live listeners, we will put this issue to bed in a few moments. Guys, a lot of things you could be doing on this beautiful, beautiful day, and instead of doing those things, what are you doing? You're here with me, and it means the absolute world. See you soon. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind the scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, PROBOH. Okay, on with the show.
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rob Grams, and you're listening to The ProBoh Show. If you're listening to this on the radio, it's currently 9 a.m. If you're listening to this live right now, and you're one of our amazing live show viewers participating in the chat, it is currently 8:30 in the evening on this beautiful Tuesday. And if you're a podcast listener, you hover above us. You are unknowable. But according to my podcast statistics, you smell like strawberries. So, congratulations. Imagine that they don't like the smell of strawberries. I've just lost a few podcasts up, so there you go. Strawberries are a nice smell. Come on, guys. Let's go back to So in the first half of the show, we introduced our unpopular opinion. And we spoke about Netflix for a while because, there was quite a shocking poll. They're having a bad time. Netflix are not having a good time right now. And then we went to our unpopular opinion, which is telling children Santa exists serves no purpose. It's just useless, and you're essentially just teaching your kid that, oh my God. Hang on, I've just seen the results. I mean, just oh my God, I've done a bad job today. Okay. And teaching your kids that Santa exists is not only useless, it's kind of counterproductive. Behave, because if not, you won't get any presents. And let's face it, has anyone ever followed through? Do you know what happens in Anglo culture?
What?
When you've been a bad boy, do you know what Santa Claus gives you?
No.
He gives you a lump of coal, carbon.
Ah, yeah, like here.
Ah, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the kings bring you?
Yeah.
Okay. Has any child anywhere ever gotten a lump of coal? You know what I mean? No one follows through with that. No one follows through with that. Come on.
I got it.
What? You got a lump of coal?
Yeah, but with also gifts. But I got, yeah.
Because you were a bad girl?
Maybe. I don't know. But it was sweet.
Oh, it wasn't real coal. It was.
Yeah, you can eat it. Yeah.
That's not coal.
Why not?
Coal is what you use to fuel a barbecue.
for children.
Conman also got coal. Oh my God. All right. Well, I've met the only two people. Well, you didn't get coal. You got sweetie. All right, but Conman apparently got coal. Look, it doesn't. No one follows through in reality with that. And if you do get coal, it's just a little joke. Don't worry, here's your bicycle, whatever. Come on. No one falls through that. You're just teaching your kids, and your good behavior is rewarded by Santa Claus's presence. And let's face it, life doesn't work like that. Bad people win, good people lose. Why not introduce them to a little bit of reality? That's my point. And I say this, I've said this in front of people, And they treat me like a monster. Oh, you're a monster. You're a Scrooge, just like Con said in the chat there. What Scrooge is. Look, let me tell you something, folks. Just because you're not lying to your kids, telling them Santa doesn't exist, doesn't mean you have to lock them under the stairs with no food. You know, you can still have Christmas. I'm not saying Christmas doesn't exist and no one gets gifts. I'm just saying don't lie about where they came from. It's like people have to go to this massive extreme. Come on. Arguably, you know, eradicating Santa Claus from our culture is a massive extreme too. You know, don't, you know, I'm prepared for your arguments, whatever. Look, why not sit little Jaimito, little Johnny down and say, you know, there is no Santa Claus. You know, your friends at school, they're being misguided, they're being lied to by the parents. I don't know why they would do that. It's an old Scandinavian myth. You know, we buy the presents for you because we love you. You know, but sadly, because of the cost of living crisis, you know, it's you know, you're not getting a bike this year. You're getting socks. You know, why not be honest with them? And while we're at it, why not kill the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy too? I don't know. Do you have the Easter Bunny in Spain?
No,
no,
not really. We have chocolate Easter bunnies.
But the idea of a bunny at Easter time is a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they fit that in Catholic countries. It's the time when Jesus died on the cross, and on the hill there were a lot of rabbits. I don't know how they sell the Easter bunny to people like in Christian countries, but yeah, they make it work. You know, the Easter bunny, you know, little Johnny, Jaimito, whatever your name is, you know, they was invented. It's a commercial thing to sell chocolate eggs. Sorry about that. I'm still going to give you a chocolate egg, but a bunny didn't do it. And the Tooth Fairy, or as they say in Spain, Ratoncito Perez.
Yeah.
It's just the weirdest.
Vaya nivelazo.
That was another cultural nivelazo, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. Like there's a monster that steals your teeth while you're asleep. That is nightmare fuel. That is nightmare. In Spain, it's not even a fairy, it's a rat. How are you? What are you doing? Wake up.
And parents could get the credit.
Yeah.
Because they do the effort.
Exactly. Take the credit. Here's €1 for your tooth, thanks. You know what I mean? You're doing all the work. The parents are doing all the investment. That's all I'm saying, folks. Well, you know, let's just be a bit honest here. All right, let's continue. So Conman says, what Scrooges? Jeez. Trusky said, magic is everywhere. Jareum, a beautiful lie. A fat man who only works one day a year and laughs in a really odd way. Can we get ProBoh approved?
ProBoh approved.
Exactly. You know. So who judges whether I'm a good or bad boy? Well, you know, basically he's just this overweight man that only works one day a year. You know what I mean? He's who is he to judge me? You know? Look, if I only worked one day a year, I'd be jolly too. You know? Ho, ho, ho. Whatever, fat man. Whatever. Santa Claus. How are you doing, Hadri? Welcome. The magic is everywhere but in our pocket. That's what I'm saying. Like my mum was not rich. I was raised by my in the same house as my grandparents. They weren't blessed with an abundance of wealth. Most of the presents I got used to belong to my cousins, and I appreciated every single one. The big red Santa thing was not necessary. It's just not necessary. You know, raise your kids to you know, value money. You know, raise them to behave well, not because Santa's not going to give them a gift, but because, you know, society dictates certain norms of behavior. You know, how's about that? Well, I'm on fire today. Wrong, says Conman. I also got coal. So, well, there you go. Conman got coal. He was a bad boy. It's okay to share legends and stories with kids, says Hadre. It's great. Just tell them it's a story, tell them Santa is you, and go with them. Children have a wonderful imagination. Reality is not a problem for them. Can we get Hadre a ProBoh approved?
ProBoh approved.
Jeez Louise. Oracle 2.0. Jareum, I've seen a drink A drunk Santa in the center of Madrid. Dude, if your job was to have tiny little children climbing all over you all day, dude, the fact that he's drinking alcohol, dude, bless him. You know, if that were me, I'd be a heroin addict. You know, this is just so much. I want a bicycle. Oh, God. No, come on. It's the Christmas spirit, Rob. No, the Christmas spirit is eggnog. The other meaning of spirit, you know. Come on, whatever. All right, so there you go. That was today's unpopular opinion about Santa Claus. But who won? So the phrase was, telling children Santa Claus exists serves no purpose. On all my social media, everyone agreed with me. My argument actually convinced people that I'm wrong. And 67% of the people watching the stream live decided, no, bald man, you are completely wrong. Santa Claus is a good thing. So there you go. You can't win them all, folks. You can't win them all. Let's go to 100 humans. It was a long walk to work today, guys, across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans. And I asked them this question. To name something that would be annoying that if your roommate forgot to do it. So, name something that would annoy you if your roommate forgot to do it. Woo! I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I have the 7 most popular right here. Your job, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat is to identify the top 7 answers. Name something that would be annoying for your roommate to forget to do. So name something that would annoy you if your roommates forgot to do it. What would that be? I feel like Ladyboys is going to be kind of a little bit critical of the person she lives with now. I feel like this is opening up doors to rooms that I don't want to look inside. But whatever. We're doing it anyway, guys. We're doing it anyway. It's for the Christmas spirit, Rob says, symbol. For kids, the whole mystery or whatever makes them excited. You know, whatever. I could use kids being a lot less excited. I want kids like in the Industrial Revolution, in mines, working in factories. Okay, Ladybo says, to wash the dishes. To wash the dishes. It would annoy you if your roommate forgot to wash the dishes. Is it there? No, it is not. Ladybone, no, it is not. Although it was a very good answer. Very good answer.
Weird.
You went on to say cleaning. If your roommate forgot to clean, it would annoy you if your roommate forgot to clean. Is cleaning there? Yes, it is. Oh, Ladybone. I think for the first time ever, with 26 of 100 humans saying cleaning, you got the top answer. How does it feel being the one to give yourself a round of applause?
Yeah, weird.
You know?
I don't like it.
It's great to be your own critic. Ravdos says to take out the trash.
Oh, that's a good one.
To take the dustbins outside, yeah. To take out the trash. Is it there? Yes, it is. It's the 7th most popular answer, with 4 of the 100 humans saying taking out the trash. It would annoy them if their roommate didn't take out the trash. Roommate equals boyfriend or girlfriend, asks Symbol. No, roommate is usually, you would say your partner if you were living with your partner. Roommate is like at university or even, you know, further on into adulthood when you share a house with someone who you're not kind of in a romantic relationship with. So someone you share a house with. Very common here in Madrid. Everyone's sharing houses with everyone, you know. That's just why, I mean, if you saw what rent was like over here, dude. Okay, so Ravdos says to pick up groceries. To pick up the groceries. Woo! Something that might annoy you if your roommates forgot to do it. Pick up groceries. Is it there? No, it is not. Great answer, but it's not there. We've had take out the trash symbol. It was a good answer, and it was there. It was in 7th place. Ladybug says to switch off the light. To turn the light off when you're not using it. Is turning off the light there? I know she's getting a real great sense of satisfaction. Yes, it is. All right, Ladybug, I get it. I've assimilated the information. It's there. 9 of 100 humans says turning off the lights. If their roommate forgot to do it, they'd be upset. And it's in 5th place. Well done, well done. Okay, let's see. To puke in the toilet after a night out. That's very specific, Jaraeum. I feel like we're getting an insight into Jaraeum's home life right now. So is something that your roommate forgot to do. So it would be to forget to puke in the toilet after a night out, right?
No, to forget to
not drink so much.
tirar de la cadena.
That's not what he says. But I'll tell you what, because you just went out and said it, we're going to pretend that's what it says. It's to flush the toilet. Tirar de la cadena. Flush the toilet. Is that there? Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. You would be annoyed if your roommate forgot to flush the toilet. 11 of 100 humans, said flush the toilet, and it is in 4th place. Well done. All right, let's see. Pick up dirty clothes, says Ravdos. The laundry. You know, if they forgot to do the laundry, it would be a big deal for me. Is it there? No, it's not. Ravdos usually hovers above us all, like a godlike being. Today's struggling. All right, let's see. Put down the toilet seat. What are we talking about here? The toilet seat should be...
Who was it?
It doesn't matter who it was, Ladybug. The toilet seat, we've done a show on this.
I agree.
It was Ravdos. Look, the most economic way to leave the toilet seat when you've used it is to leave it where it is after you've used it. So the guy has to take it up, put it up when he wants to go, or the lady has to put it down when she wants to go. We've done the maths. I showed you charts. I had to, whatever. I'm not going to get on my high horse about this, but we've done this. I don't know what episode it was, but we did. Okay, well. To flush, exactly, Jariel. Very good. To get dressed.
Was it?
Was what?
The toilet.
The toilet seat. No, it was not. Because the 100 humans, they listen to the ProBoh show.
Okay.
I'm joking. So to get dressed, you'd be annoyed if your roommate forgot to get dressed. Is it there? Sorry, it's not there. To put food away into the refrigerator or close the refrigerator door. Is it there? No, it's not. We're going to have to go into some clues, guys. Clean up was there, Con. It was the first. The top answer. So well done, but it was there. To pay the rent, says Jareo.
Oh.
Pagar el alquiler. Pay the rent.
Vaya nivelazo.
Feels good. It still feels good. Each and every one of them. Is pay the rent there? Yes, it is. Well done. Well done, Jareo. It's the third most popular answer, with 17 of 100 humans saying it would be annoying if their roommate forgot to pay the rent. To empty the washing machine. Ladybug's just, getting out all the frustration, all the little things.
No.
I'm joking. Is it there?
That's something you do.
Empty the washing machine? All right, you'd have to say it's so surprised. That's one of that's the only thing. That's what I read there. Is empty the washing machine there? No, it is not. Okay, you guys are missing the second most popular and the sixth most popular. Okay, we'll go for the sixth most popular. I'm going to give you a clue. There'd be a terrible smell in the house if they forgot to do this. It probably wouldn't only be a problem for you, it would be a problem for their co-workers. There's plenty of water that they could be using. What would they have forgotten to do that might be annoying if you're living with them? We had eating all the food. We had empty the trash. But Ravdos says to take a shower. It's there. Well done. 7 of 100 humans said to shower or to bathe. It would be annoying if their roommate forgot to do it, and it's in 6th place. There's one left. Are we ready for it, friends? If your roommate doesn't do this, anybody could walk into the apartment. If your roommate doesn't do this, anybody could enter. Ladybug, I see you.
I was going to read Ravdos said lock the door.
I did say lock the door. Oh, Ladybug, you're on fire tonight. You're on fire. Is lock the door there? Yes, it is. Let me tell you something, guys. You may have needed 2 clues, but you definitely identified the top things on 100 humans. Let's go through the list. In position number 7 was take out the trash. Things that would be annoying if your roommate forgot to do them. Take out the trash. In position number 6 was shower or bathe. In position number 5 was to turn out the lights. Stop forgetting to turn out the lights. The bill is getting crazy. Turning out the lights. In position number 4, flush the toilet. Dude, I don't want to be looking at that in the morning. that toilet bowl shark. I don't want to see that. Flush. Okay, in position number 3, pay the rent. That would be annoying. In position number 2 was lock the door. And in the top spot 1 was clean. Clean. It would be annoying if your roommate forgot to clean. Well done. And well done, well done, guys. You killed it. Sorry, I missed that one, Ravdos. All right. And kudos to Ladybug for getting the top answer there. Well done. Let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news.
All right, complete the news. How does this work? It's very simple. I will give you a news headline, but I will leave out an important piece of information. If you're one of those people watching the stream too nervous to type, this is your moment. All you have to write is A, B, or C. I'll give you 3 options. You just write A, B, or C. Let's go to our first one. Okay, a second grader. Just so we're all aware, because this is the American system. A second grader is between 7 and 8 years old, according to Google. A second grader was instructed to send a picture of blank, says the parents. A second grader, this is an American piece of news from Jacksonville. We're in Florida, folks, so you know it's a good one. Second grader was instructed to send a picture of blank, say the parents. Is it A, mommy's underwear? Mummy's underwear. Is it B, reading homework? A 7 or 8-year-old reading homework in the bathtub? Or is it C, mommy and daddy in bed? All right. A second grader was instructed to send a picture blank, say the parents. Is it A, mommy's underwear? Is it B, of them reading their homework in the bathtub? Or is it C, mommy and daddy in bed? A, B, or C? Seems immediately that C is the most popular answer. Let's get a drum roll, Ladybug. A second grader was instructed to send a picture of themselves reading homework in the bathtub. Well done, guys. If you're watching the stream live, you can see that piece of news on the screen right now. Jacksonville, a second grade student was removed from the classroom after her parents questioned a homework assignment. Students at Victory Christian Academy were asked to send a picture of yourself or of you doing homework in the bathroom. in the bathtub. That's a little weird, right? If
Yeah.
my kid came home with that homework, I would ask questions too. Okay, next one. Oh, we have to be quick. We can get both in today. Are we ready? It's exciting. Okay, this is a millionaire. This is about a millionaire. A millionaire burns blank to sell as an NFT. And then flush, says Chariot. Millionaire burns blank to sell as an NFT. Is it A, a Frida Kahlo artwork worth $10 million? Is it B, $1 million in banknotes? Or is it C, his $5 million residence? A millionaire burns blank to sell as an NFT. Is it A, a Frida Kahlo artwork worth $10 million? Is it $1 million in banknotes? Or is it C, his residence? A, B, or C? I'm very late, says Nuriatam. Oh, yeah, we're nearly at the end of the show. Nuria, I'm sad. You would have enjoyed today's. It was a good one. Okay, here we go. We've got two B's, a C, an A. I think B's are in the lead. No, it's okay, please. B's are in the lead. You guys say it's $1 million in banknotes. Let's get a drum roll. Millionaire burns a $10 million Frida Kahlo artwork to sell as an NFT. This is from culturacollectiva.com. And it's true, yeah. The world of NFTs is becoming more and more relevant among people who love technology. However, some are taking it to extreme levels. That is the case of Martin Mubarak, a millionaire resident of Miami, who burned an illustration by Frida Kahlo valued at $10 million to make a non-fungible token, NFT, with it. Guys, you can read more about that in culturacollectiva.com. That came out today. Friends, that's all we've got time for in today's show. Let me tell you something, guys. There are so many. An infinite possibility, a universe of things you could have been doing today. And instead of doing those things, you decided to take the time to spend some time with me and with Lady Bob. Friends, that means the absolute world to me. Don't forget, we're here every day between 8 and 9 o'clock doing the live show. You can find the show on every podcast directory known to man, and I will see you next time.